Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Dan the T-Shirt Guy, and welcome to another movie review. Today we review, Meet Your Makers, Victor Frankenstein. I feel before we go and do all the, how I feel about this, let's just cover the basics. Director was Paul McGuigan. Original story by Mary Shelley. Yes. We all know that. Music composed by Craig Armstrong. Distributor is 20th Century Fox. Let's cover the cast. Daniel Radcliffe as Igor. Harry Potter. James McAvoy as Victor von Frankenstein, whose performance interested me. Jessica Brown Findlay as Laurel. Daniel Radcliffe, a.k.a. Igor, a.k.a. Harry Potter's girlfriend in the movie. Andrew Scott as Robert Turpin. Mark Gatilis as daughter, whose performance, I don't know. He just seemed like it didn't fit in. Callum Turner as Ulster, and Daniel Dance as Victor Frankenstein Sr. I felt like this movie needed more. For Harry Potter, a.k.a. Daniel Radcliffe, to be Igor, I just felt like that Victor cured him too quick from his hump. And I remember classic Igors where they were all humpbacks. And for Victor to cure him so quickly, it seemed a little rushed. I felt like maybe some bed rest could have been played into, and less of the more annoying side stories and things could have been eliminated in this movie. That said, it's not a bad movie for what it is, and its runtime is an hour and 50 minutes, and it's a good story for an hour and 50 minutes. It's not critically acclaimed. It's not popular. There is a lot of, there is some levity moments in this, and it makes you giggle, and it is a good story. The problem is, I feel like this should have came out in October. I feel like critics, as this falls in a November, December kind of feel, I felt that this movie should have been rushed for October. I would have been more interested. I feel like it would have been more critically acclaimed. And, less over. Especially with some of the reviews I did read. Yes, I did read reviews. I tainted myself. I am so sorry about that. But sometimes I have to see why people didn't like it, And I came into this tainted, but I felt like it was a good movie. That said, I don't think we should punish innovators. I felt like a lot of critics on this punished innovators. It tainted my view on it. I felt that this wasn't a bad movie. Yes, it did have a few side stories that seemed to go nowhere, but could have been fleshed out more if they had to put more time into it and say made this a 2-hour movie. So I found it interesting. It wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was great, but if you have an hour and 15 minutes, you're stuck in a car, you're watching this, you're on your way to your holiday gatherings, and you're stuck in the back of the car, and you just got your iPad, this is the movie you should probably be watching. It's interesting, it's tasteful, it's well done. That said, I may see this as a future buy. I don't see this as a future rewatch in theater, but I do see this as a future buy. And I do see this probably making it to the Sci-Fi Channel. I do want to see what CinemaSins says about this. I feel that they should review this. So if you're out there and you're watching CinemaSins, please review this movie. I feel like there's a lot of things that you could pick over and play with. But that said, it's not a bad movie. So this is Dan the T-shirt guy saying this was Victor Frankenstein. And this is a movie review. This is the only channel with lemon-scented limes, lest I forget. And don't forget to wrestle that like button down below if you like what you see and you like what you hear. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!